Reversals. One of the best ways to trade because you are sniping the exact point of where the price changes direction, meaning if you trade the exact reversal point, you are not only getting insane risk reward ratio, but you're also making a shit ton of profit. I found a perfect way to find reversals like this, and like this.
Here I come.
A few years ago, this was me. I was trading like a crazy person, not knowing the basics of price action. But not to worry, because in this video, we're gonna be shedding light on reversal patterns, and on the next, we'll focus on continuation pattern, bringing out the differences so that we all know what we are really trading. I saw a comment that requested a breakdown of my strategy because some were not really getting it right after trying and trying. That's why I had to do a quick heads up with this video, and I hope it brings justice to your growing accounts. And while you are on that note, subscribe to this channel, join my Telegram channel using links in description, and it's also within your interest to use the same broker as me. But before we do that, please time out. Someone tell this guy to close this trade because this is just bad. It works for everything: stocks, forex, crypto, it doesn't matter. And even a cooler thing, it works on all time frames.
Nice.
I'm gonna go over how to perform this strategy, what to look for specifically to increase your reward ratio. We got some special little tricks to make it perform even better. Let's not waste any time, let's get straight to it. So the good thing about this strategy is that it is price action based, and it really only has a couple steps. And for the first steps, we are looking for what's called a liquidity grab. I'm gonna even share some test results, some back test results, especially with this account that I'm trading, which is on a giveaway for this guy Tundirai Kufakwashe. I can tell by the name that he is a Zimbabwean, so shout out to Zimbabwean traders. The good thing about this strategy is that it's a sniper entry strategy, but with a plot twist, because it can be a sniper into poverty. But if not, guess what? You will earn some bands. A liquidity grab is simply when price breaks a support or a resistance and does a fake out and heads in the opposite direction. For direct free courses and signals, as requested by many, including this guy Dero here on Telegram, do join my Telegram channel. The links are all in description. I've also given a signal from a reversal pattern purely based on price action, and we all enjoyed. And for the perks, I'll even notify in time so that nobody misses anyone. But do keep in mind not to search my name on Telegram, but use links as directed so that you don't fall in the wrong hands, guys. So breaking down the Telegram signal which took place here in the pair card CHF, here are two examples of the reversal patterns, taking into consideration that the opposite of these are called continuation pattern that just do the exact opposite. So here I definitely saw this through before I even set any trend line. Here I was using H4, but on a smaller time frame there was a breakout. Many traders immediately enter their positions as soon as they see a breakout, but I kid you not, don't do that dumb shit. Rather wait and see if the candlestick closes outside of the trend line. If not, it's a false breakout and you continue moving within the trend. If not, then enter on the next candle that forms outside of the trend line. But of course, there are times that this method fails. So this exactly what happened here with the card CHF signal. If you check, it made a pullback. So if you put your SL too close, you snooze. And you know what comes after that. So here we are in Drift Switch Index 30. We are making porridge from scratch. So do grab a spoon and get ready. We want a liquidity grab because it adds fuel to the reversal we are looking for. The reason being, think of it like this. If you have a resistance right here and price breaks this resistance, a lot of traders will enter along at this point because they think the price is going to start heading upwards because of this break. They will enter along here and set their stop losses around this area, meaning that if it's a liquidity grab and price fix this upward movement, when price reverses, it's going to hit all of these traders stop loss, making the price move downwards even harder. So if you found this liquidity grab and entered a short, would benefit from the strong impulsive movement, making us some easy profit. Pretty simple, right? So now we know why we are looking for a liquidity grab. So that's step 1 of finding a liquidity grab. It can either be sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity, whichever you prefer to trade. Once we find this liquidity grab, we move to step 2, which involves the entry. But wait, aren't you forgetting something? Yes, I think so. How would you match my trades if you don't use the same broker that I use that offers synthetic indices, i.e. Jump 100, Drift Switch Index, and many more? Plus, you can trade crypto, stocks, and derived indices all day, all night. Okay, let's go back to the most important part of this strategy. We are in LTC USD, which involves entry. You are now gonna mark your entry at the candle that made the liquidity grab. For example, here we have nice little support. Price breaks this support with a candle. Our entry would then be the candle that made the liquidity grab. So the links will be down in the description. Now look, what makes this strategy so successful is the risk reward ratio are absolutely insane, because you are finding the exact bottom or top of the move. The profits are going to be really big and the losses are going to be very small. So for this example, you would enter here and set your stop loss right above the liquidity grab. So you are gonna set your take profit at a recent low, so like this, and just look at this risk reward ratio. Even if this trade is a loss, it's gonna be a very small loss, and if it's a win, well, you know, this example, you can see the price reversed exactly at this point and went to take profit for a perfect trade. I'm gonna show you just how successful this strategy is, and then I'm gonna give you guys some tips to improve the strategy even more. Now I know a lot of you guys are lazy. That's exactly why I want you to join my Telegram group, so that I can notify you at all times and allow you to use me to get some good trade. Basically, spoon feeding you. There are times it doesn't work. For example, here we had a bullish liquidity. So if we had set our take profit and stop loss like usual, but the chart ended up not going in our favor. Funny enough, right after it reached our stop loss area, it skyrocketed. Classic. But if you take a look at the loss, it would have been very small compared to our wins. This loss is just a pebble, which makes this strategy so profitable. So for that tip I wanted to share with you, when using this strategy, I recommend using liquidity grabs with peaks that are closer together than peaks that are further apart. Yes, I know you're wondering what I mean by peaks, LOL. The distance that makes your M or W look fat or thin. You should trade thin looking M's than fat ones, as thin ones drop more